Hi there, it's Belinda Weaver here. I'm a copywriter. This is Copyright Matters, and I want to have a quick chat / rant about how we treat our clients. I had an experience just last week that had me go, huh? And it was all about complacency in business. So, my kids started primary school this year, or elementary school if you're in the US, and they took some school photos. Now, I had to buy the photo before I'd seen the photo, which I was like, okay, that's how things are done. And then when the photos were ready, I got a bit of paper with some instructions on how to download the photos. So some options where I could get some prints, and I could get prints of different sizes, and I could get them laminated, or I could get download. My family do not live with me here in the US. They are in Australia and also in England. So a download suits me because it means I can send them the image and they can print it out. And it also means that I can do multiple copies, as many as I want. It was a $40 purchase. So I paid $40 for my kids' school picture. That's fine. But I get this bit of paper with instructions on how to download it. Now, bits of paper don't work for me. Bits of paper don't work for me. It has come into my house somewhere and I don't know where it is. So it's now several months later and I see the photographer at school because they're doing class photos now. And I go up and I say, oh, excuse me, I got a download of the full photo, but I never downloaded it and I don't know how to do it. Is that something you can help me with? And he looked at me and went, ugh. Well, didn't you get the piece of paper with the instructions on it? Yes, I did get the piece of paper, but I don't have the piece of paper anymore. Email's a lot better for me, especially with links and things like that. So I'm hoping you can help me with instructions on how I can download the picture. This is what he does. He goes over to some paper he has. There's no business card or anything like that. Now, obviously, when you become a school photographer, you're in, mate. You're doing all the school photos every year. Schools aren't going to chop and change their photographer. So this is where the complacency comes in. He's obviously used to doing this job and he's obviously not used to parents coming up and asking for more information about how they can access what they've already purchased. So he goes over and he tears off this little piece of paper and he writes his email address on there, and it's not a very businessy email address, but I'm going to let that slide. So he gives me this tiny little piece of paper after me explaining that piece of papers don't really work for me. And he says, well, email me here and I'll try and sort something out. Right. So I'm walking away going, mate, I paid $40 for that photo. I expect to be able to access my purchase. So I sent him an email and I reiterated that I had already purchased and paid for the photo and I needed some help to accessing the file. And a few days later, he forwarded that email on with a rather abrupt request to someone else, maybe in his team, to help me. And I haven't heard from them since. And it's been about 3 or 4 days. So the point of this story is that this is a business with a good wicket. Regular customers, regular orders, same process, it's all working. And every now and then this guy must get a little request that doesn't fit into the regular process flow. And his whole reaction to me having that request was, ugh, this is annoying for me. Well, yeah, mate, it's annoying for me to have to be dealing with bits of paper. But here we are. So my point is that when you're having a bad day, or when you have a customer who probably is maybe a little bit annoying, suck it up. Keep it in the back house. Put on a smile in your email or in your voice on the phone or in person and say, that is no trouble at all. I am more than happy to help you get what you need, especially if what you need is the thing you've already paid for. And that can be tough. It can be tough to suck it up. I've written a post on this, and I'll include a link actually. It's about being awesome in difficult moments. The difficult moments when you're having a bad day, when you're dealing with a tricky customer, the difficult moments are when you need to be more awesome, because that client has expectations of you being professional and polite and helping them get what they need. And if you don't at least meet those expectations, then you're sunk. What you need to do, and this has just come from listening to Jay Baer talking about talking triggers, you need to understand what your client's expectations are so you can find the gaps in those and exceed those expectations. If nothing else, don't be cranky and have proper business cards if people ask you a question. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Recap, understand what your customer and client expectations are, create a smooth process for them, but be able to handle little bumps and unexpected queries with a smile that says nothing is too much trouble for you, my valued customer or customer to be. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you have an awesome day. My name is Belinda Weaver. This is Copyright Matters. Look, you can find lots of stuff on my website, copyrightmatters.com. I have a daily copywriting email that goes out called the Daily Draft. Videos on YouTube. Oh God, I'm in too many places, but I always love to talk. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Leave a comment, email me. I don't mind. When have you had a crappy and unexpected experience? Or maybe as a business owner, how do you mitigate the risk of you being a jerk to your clients? That's what I want to know. Share some tips with me. Have an awesome day.